like broody mysterious.
Who's broody mysterious? That's a good drag name.
That's my stage name for various things. Broody mysterious. I'm an enigma. Testing. How we doing? How we feeling? God, it is Thursday, isn't it? Hope everyone's having a happy Thursday. Can we hear me? God, this is significantly less fun than the original opening main title thing. But let me know how the volume is. I've been editing a lot today, so my audio level for my headphones, my computer speakers are a little all over the place. It's very sensitive work. It's science. I hope everyone's doing well. We're playing more of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. We've unlocked the Stanley Parable 2, the long-awaited sequel merchandising opportunity. What's up?
Audio's good.
Okay, thank you. I had a lot of fun. It's very bizarre. It takes a little bit to kind of get used to, and it's been interesting kind of traversing the added content with the original content, but it's been an interesting, surreal, fun experience so far. God, I could just stare at this. This is the game. This is the ride. It's been interesting so far. I hope you've been enjoying it. Excuse me. Thank you again to those who donate. This stream is brought to you in part by viewers like you. Those donations keep the games paid for and contribute to the bills. So if you can and have thank you, if you don't want to or unable to, there's other ways to support me. Like always, smash the like, subscribe, ring the bell, check the settings, set them to all. Like the community posts, all that good stuff here and on my main channel, youtube.com/learn. But no, whenever I think the donations, I always want to shout out, because, you know, not everybody can or not everybody wants to. There's other ways to do it as well. It's still something I'm getting used to processing and being appreciative of, while also not wanting to counteract the other ways to support me. But thank you to everyone who does any and or all or some or most of those things. I appreciate it. Smash those buttons, baby. I don't think it's gonna start me over, but let's go. It did ask me a lot of strange questions when I was booting up the old game, booting up that old Super PlayStation Genesis.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I wish I'd recorded those.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
How's the narrator audio?
427's job was simple. He
Little
sat
recap.
at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Almost like it was
And
made
although
for him.
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Is the plot twist that we're ruining Stanley's
And then
life?
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Again.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call
I
a
forgot about the
meeting,
balloons.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So is the new menu intro screen like part of the bit, or is something changed?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Where's my
What could
bucket?
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do I have to like restart? Oh, no, there. Oh, thank God.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be
My
alone,
reassurance
not
bucket.
truly alone, not with the bucket around.
I'm safe. I'm trying to remember the paths that I've done. This is a weird game to not
Stanley
have
clutched
done
the
all in
bucket
one
tightly to his chest
big chunky
and
stream.
entered the door on his left.
I feel like didn't I destroy the system with the bucket? I followed the rules with the bucket. I'm trying to remember what I have and haven't done yet. I still haven't collected all the... Oh my gosh, trust the completionistic instinct. I still haven't got all the statues. So I guess we can be on a lookout for that. Oh, here we go. A large room with lots of boxes. Somewhere both red and blue. Oh, so I need to go... maybe this is where we left off. LOL looks like 427. Ha ha ha. I have a name. My name is Jean Valjean. Okay, so I actually do need to go through the wrong door, which I'm pretty sure it's... Yep, too late to do that. Alright, we'll keep that in mind. And then...
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you
more
can
stickers.
guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Can you do me a solid, if you wouldn't mind? Someone mentioned in the comments of Broom Closet ending. Was there something I just didn't do?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like random little
Yeah.
things.
Here's where I got... Oh my gosh. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Yeah, lay off the higher-ups first. Down. Down with the system. Wah.
Stepping into his manager's office,
In the
Stanley
broom
was once again
closet on the left
stunned
door.
to discover not an indication.
There's a
of
door in the
any
broom
human life.
closet?
Crushed
Well,
by the
the
weight
left
of this
door
revelation,
choices in
Stanley
the
may have
closet.
broken down
Oh,
into an
wrong
emotional
broom closet,
dumpster
okay.
fire, if not for the soothing
Well, no, that's where I
presence of
went.
the bucket.
Never mind.
Even now,
He's talking,
as
you're
darkest of
talking.
hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos? It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it.
Yeah.
The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was
24? Yeah, oh,
2845.
284.
But Stanley guessed the correct
Yay!
door by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Bucket
Was
knows
the
all.
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Where's the... Okay, well, I've already made a mistake on things I want to do today. That's okay. Because did we try escaping with the bucket?
I think so.
This game's so weird. Picking it up after Monday's a weird choice. But yeah, I guess if you haven't caught the first stream, I highly recommend
The
you do.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring
It's
that in
my
this
safety
darkest moment
bucket.
of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yeah. There's no imminent cartoon wars going on the
Stanley and
weekends.
the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read,
No.
mind control facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Lies.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
I would die for this bucket. Wee. Poof. Ah. Ugh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
That's a lie, bucket. Don't listen.
It puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Why am I getting bucket shamed right now? Do it.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led
Oh, I
helplessly
forgot about the
into
second
enormous
voice.
metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Stop saying lies. I'm holding the bucket. Ugh.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Where'd it go? You took it from me. It was fine. I better see F's in chat and in comments. The bucket, welcome you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a carnivorous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and rich and sustained. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn out here with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind that you may be challenging, that what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance, in darkness? I don't know. Is it a 3D interactive?
Can you see how
You can see him.
arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
I mean, I knew that the bucket was settling for me and I was reaching for it, but... Oh my good God. I really don't need this. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on one camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. No, why would you control the bucket? It's about living harmoniously with it. Oh my God. And then the animals took the bucket. What, was someone cast out from the bucket of Eden? Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Yeah.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
That's so
It is
hard.
man who should kneel before the bucket.
Agreed. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Bucket! Ooh. I can fly! Or is this the interactive... Hello?
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Bucket revolution.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
And that's the end of the game. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Like and subscribe. I'm so confused. I didn't even get to see the whole bucket museum. I had questions. I wanted to get one of those audio things where you like click on the tracks and it plays behind the scenes featurettes for the exhibits.
Leave it to Bill to want to see the whole museum.
I love museums. Don't come for me.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I shouldn't take the bucket? I'm taking the
Good
bucket.
old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. And this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I need to
Stanley had
get the
felt
last two
bucket
statues.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Because I'm the
And
best.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket is never wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left.
You were
to
just
go back to the
not
meeting room.
listening to its prophecies and virtuous words.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Said the room with many boxes. These are many boxes. Oh my god, how do I get to there? Oh, no. No, yes. Oh, there we go. I didn't even know I could do this. Was this added on in the sequel?
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different.
Just feel
people
that
by
much
then.
more completed
Different
and
in the
whole
sense
as a
that we
human
used
being to see that
have
number go up.
None of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
Can I go through that dock? Is there a way to get down there without dying? Am I special? Oh no, it's dark in here. Oh, okay. Welcome to hell. It's just, here's your shotgun, kill some demons. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'd like to make copies of the bucket, so I have spares. And none shall know of the one true bucket but me. This is where I can save, right? It's like Resident Evil.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number...
Uh,
I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
is this the narrator?
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can
Bury it, and you put the map on the back of the Declaration of Independence.
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my
Woo,
goal.
monetizing content.
But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now,
What?
I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that?
Strange other word.
Who's there?
This is...
Camporata.
What? Please let this have a horror moment. Is that the name of a real thing? A real spiritualism thing? What? I'm so confused. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
We're
to
just
go to the
we're
meeting
just
room.
gonna
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley
Yeah.
clutched the bucket tightly. This was not the correct way to the
Just a
meeting
bucket
room.
of pounds.
But Stanley had felt the bucket
Just a
calling
bucket
to
of
him, telling
friends
him
walking
that
the halls.
employee lounge
Just a
was
bucket
simply
of
the place
friends.
to be.
Stanley and a
And
bucket.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out
Stanley
to be
and the
correct?
bucket,
Well, no,
attorneys at law.
never mind.
Stanley and the
was
bucket.
wrong. Stanley took the
Like
door
and
on his left
subscribe.
to go back to
Stanley and the
meeting.
bucket.
No,
Reviewing
Said
shows.
the bucket.
Stanley
Don't go
and
to
the
meeting
bucket
room.
at
Go
Comic Con
somewhere
Expos.
else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
It's at a place
There's
of red and
something up
blue.
there
I'm
I need
assuming
you
the
to do.
doors.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't.
So there's
speak.
got to be a
But
way
Stanley chose
all the way
not to
down
think
there.
about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
Boom.
And he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
The bucket and I agree on things. We don't order each other around. We are one.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what
No, I
isn't?
forgot about this. Oh
Suppose
no.
That would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
Oh no.
Which, if that's true, well, my goodness.
Uh,
I think we have to do something about it.
Damn it.
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Damn it. No. I need to get to a place of red and blue. The only thing even remotely close to as important to me as this bucket is getting all the things. Is this
Now
a bucket?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios.
damn it.
And you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Nope. Nothing I do matters.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Nothing I do matters. Nothing I do matters. Lambs to the cosmic slaughter.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
The third one was a bucket, right?
Item
believe so.
3. Is this a bucket?
Oh yeah.
Correct. This is a bucket.
The third bucket. This game was made for me.
Item 4. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to
So
get
far, I've gotten
concerned
them all right.
that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot.
Is this the place of red and blue because it's all purple? Not here to give away the answers to everyone's science finals.
Is
But
this
red
a
and blue.
bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
No, tractor, nothing I do matters. Reality's illusion.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item.
Let me go.
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one.
Let me go.
It should be around here somewhere.
Help. It is all bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself... that a
Don't
bucket
judge
is
me.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you
Answer me
believe
gay,
that
Stanley.
nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Same.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
We are all buckets.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
You're just
I'm sorry
jealous.
about that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Here we go.
I need it. It's got stickies.
What happened? Is everything gone?
It was
Why
all a
did everything
bucket.
disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
We are
Every single
bucket.
thing in the game was a bucket.
I
My
am bucket.
God, I had no idea. How could... Except me.
Get it, guys? It's a Batman
I'm
joke.
not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're
I'm
still here.
bucket.
You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity.
I can't relax when this
It's just
happens.
the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Is there another
Right,
person,
Here we go.
minus the endings we've gotten where somebody else sees us upon our demise? This game's so weird. I'll let myself wander and meander about a little bit, and then I want to kind of look up. Not like directly, here's all the things you do, but enough stuff so I can get some different
Stanley
endings.
decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay,
Perhaps
so we're
he
not-
simply missed a memo.
I miss you. Okay, so we're not taking the bucket with us. Even though nothing I do
Stanley
matters.
came to a set of two open... This was
Shut
not
up.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I admire nothing.
The lounge was sublime.
This looks nothing like a lounge. Why is there a step
What
here?
was it about this room that called... But eager to get back to business...
You
Stanley
had
took
to
the
add
first
that.
of the
It was
doors
just
left.
a flat plane initially.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm hired to be a free thinker. I'm more than
I
just
think
a
we've
hammer.
gotten off on the wrong foot here.
There's,
I'm not sure
there's
anything
more
about
balloons
it.
up there.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stan.
They're not real.
Someone you forgot. What?
Nothing matters.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yep.
Are you that convinced that I want something
Gotta look out for
bad to
number
happen to
1,
you?
and I'm number
Well,
3.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you,
Place
to
it red
show
and
you
blue.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that
I
I'm
found
on
it.
your side.
Oh.
And there it is.
I had to sacrifice the
last
bucket for this.
Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
We
This
did
is
it.
doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people
I did it for
expect to
me.
be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted
good at
that
it.
a job well done
I
is
enjoyed
its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead
I'm
I'll
proud
just
of me.
say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
My soul can rest. I found
Now
all the
listen
things.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope. You won't do what I won't do what you
Perhaps
told me.
misunderstood.
I won't do
Stanley
it.
walked through the red door.
Blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Blue.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
Fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Don't we all?
let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Good. I like the
Broken
tiles.
lines, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Look at
Was
it.
it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time
Yes.
into that? Because I did.
I feed on
In the end,
hatred.
It was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
No one
Help me,
no one
Stanley. Help
no one has
elucidate
nice
the
things to
strange,
say.
noble desires of
Everyone's
your
just
world.
out to get
Would
me.
have made this game better.
This is what
What did
happens when you don't watch
want?
videos all the way
Vehicles,
through and
skill
people
trees,
complain about there being
work with
ads
me,
and
you give me
people's internet
absolutely
content.
nothing so
I just
far.
need food. That there's no secret to it. I'm not here to bamboozle you. I just want to entertain people. This
There we
is
go.
it.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No. No.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either.
There's no
You
zero,
enjoyed
so
it,
you've already
perhaps
limited
is the
me.
correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
This stuff's so annoying. Good old Neil. Oh, I like that we go from like movie profile pictures to like a video game one. Like that looked like a Soul Calibur or a Final Fantasy thing. Me, guys, I did it. I'm in the top 1,000 gamers that play the Stanley Parable on the planet. I did it. We broke the top 1,000. We did it. I'm a real gamer now. See ya. I don't care.
Would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Never.
Again, honest answers, please.
No.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
No.
Now would be a lovely opportunity to get it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Slam.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message
I'm
of
just
the
gonna
game only becomes clear
take a minute
once
to
you've been
follow
playing
my
it for about
government's
4 hours.
lead
So why
here
don't you give it 4
and
hours of play
ignore
to make sure it's
the
effective?
health and
Be sure to
safety
keep notes on your
of
experience.
others and talk about capitalism instead. My merch samples are in, and I'm really excited to share them with you.
You heartless bastard.
Here's Here's a zoom in
Because you hate
of one of
babies
them.
purely to
Look at
spite
that.
me.
Who
Doesn't
knows?
matter
Is
what I
this
don't know what to do. I'm completely
is this
out
a
of
shirt?
ideas.
Is this
I
a
can't think of
hoodie?
a single
You don't
thing that
know.
might improve the experience
Boy,
for
it'd be
me.
really great to be
I'm
able
not
to
even going to
express how
try.
I'm feeling
I'm
with
out.
Bill's
I'm out.
face
I'm
on
done.
some pieces
It's
of
over.
clothing.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely
It's actually a
valuable.
bikini.
Oh,
You
hey,
were all
since my
incorrect.
game's
It's a
so awful, why
two-piece.
don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I forgot it's Firewatch.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our
Oh,
backstory?
man.
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Hell yeah.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience
I
of
wish you could
total
read what
mental
the
depravity.
typewriter thing
So
says.
far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more.
Who
Come,
fire
let's
watches
venture
the
outward
fire
and
watch?
See what else is out there.
And we're walking through the woods, getting shit done. Gonna go watch some fires, my son. Going out, seeing the world and enjoy.
It is.
Walking
It's an
through the
open world
fires
game.
with all
Go, quickly,
the
block it
girls and
off.
folks and boys.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
No,
You really wandered off into that
no.
thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You
Help.
can just go in any... Oh,
No, love is an open door, and nothing bad happened to that relationship.
Thanks now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Look at the fire watch. Ugh.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here.
God.
Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I've had a couple friends get obsessed with Rocket League.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here?
I just
Let's
don't
see.
I don't
There are lots of
understand the
cars here in
appeal.
back, but obviously there's no racetrack.
I know it's soccer
Okay,
with
I'm sure
cars.
there's
You
a ball
can't
of some
you
kind
can't
back here.
sell it
This
any
is
other
a
way than
sports
that.
ball.
I
Stanley, I think it's
I was
sports
so
ball.
bad
What
at it, and I
fun.
just
We
couldn't
shall
get
run the
into
bases
it.
and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Booyah.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a...
Yes, this is
And I
great. You
realize
even
I'm
added
not a
sound effects
sports
for when it rolls over
scientist, but if
metal.
one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more...
Hell yeah,
euphoric
just stick 'em
sports
right
experience.
in my
I'm going
face.
to try it out. Here comes
Do
another
it.
ball.
Do it. Rain on me, soon on me.
Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
Good, I'm glad you're getting
Stanley,
pleasure
I
from
met
this
a child
too.
in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Hell yeah. All of them. I can't wait to slam a spleebly. That sounds great. Use promo code ASSBILL at checkout
You enjoying this?
to double the cost of the exact same amount of Spiebly you'll have in your cart. You pay twice as much when you use my promo code ASSBILL.
Little fun comes
Don't
to an
forget your
end.
promo
This
code
is
for
my
water.
game, and what I say goes.
Don't forget to
Get
type the
have fun when
third
I
bill
let
into
you,
your cup of
Stanley.
water when you're
Besides,
pouring
you need
water.
someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose.
I am the
Since you decided
consumer.
didn't
You
want
will
to play
give
my
me more
games,
soccer
well, I don't want
balls.
to play with you either. So goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something.
I'm a
After
man.
all, you're the one who knows
I'm not a
best.
kid.
Take care, Stanley.
You take care of yourself too, narrator. I am a man. I'm a Muppet. Am I a manly Muppet? Or a Muppet of a man? Muppet of a man. Wee! Darkness visiting me. All that I see. Absolute horror. I cannot live. I cannot die. Wee!
Newscaster when you did that.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I can do this on my own. I'm a real boy. I don't think there's any way to change what happens here, but we did this last time, so I'm very familiar with it. Didn't someone say that originally the joke was you're in Minecraft while the narrator complains about Minecraft, but then they lost the rights to it and they had to change it or something? Do people still craft mines? Is that still a thing the kids do?
Oh, totally. That and the Roblox.
Roblox? How you say it, it sounds like roadblocks.
Roblox.
Roblox? I'm stuck. I'm too afraid to reset it because I don't want it
I
to
wonder what he found.
take me out of
If
the
what he
Stanley
wanted
Parable
was to be
2.
the leading
You don't
man in
want
his own
like
story, well,
yell at you
perhaps
for
he's gotten
resetting.
it.
You're
Down in
right.
Wherever he is right
I've been
now.
traumatized by the most
I wonder if
violent
he's
and
happy with his
aggressive
choice.
game of them
And
all,
he's learned
Animal
the heavy
Crossing.
cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
You need
Someone who
me.
will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Does the narrator realize that I'm here? Listening? Always listening? Am I the omnipotent presence? I guess the present is also omnipotent. It's just always here. This game hurts my brain. Okay. What did you still have somewhere pulled up how to do the broom closet?
Stanley, I'm sorry,
no,
but I have to put
Ah!
a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figures.
Oh no.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Oh no.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
No.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh no, what did I do?
Nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Why are you making fun of me for collecting the figurines? I too thought it was silly and arbitrary. Why? Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh. We have like an Elden Ring archway. And then we go out into the unknown. Oh, is this the memorial for the first game? Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Gather round, children, and let me tell you a tale. Not going in there. Ooh, a picnic basket. That's a relevant bit. Let's go. Zone, sweet zone. When the Stanley Parable was released. Audience award. That's funny. Well, what award goes here? Is it the award for best remake? Is that what goes there? Okay.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent.
What happens
We'll
if I
never
catch
be
it?
like that again, Stanley.
Ha-ha! I beat the system.
Yay!
I got 7 of the 6.
And here was a second
Ha-ha!
lead.
Ha!
I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you.
You can't tell me what to do.
Let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
I'll catch 12 of the 6. I'll have double.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
Mini Stan.
Hey, that's
Give it.
exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It
Oh,
was
no.
the third one.
Oh,
You
no.
picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them.
Oh, I'm stuck.
I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your
Oh.
memory, but I
Well, I'm in
shouldn't
here.
be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Please don't talk to me while I'm in the bathroom.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room.
No,
it's
but
here
I'll take
in
it.
the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Don't do that to me where it's like, do you remember everything accurately? Please don't make me do that to myself. Hello? These all... Okay, they're all connected. I'm scared. Ooh!
This
Oh,
was the 5th
yes.
mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Please just replay it. Oh my god. The format, the fucking, the Windows Media Maker. Oh my god. If I could give notes, it should be a red arrow. And then the clip art. Oh, it's perfect. Rate 5 stars. It's really good. Of course, directed by me, edited by me, music by me, best boy me, starring Stanley, copyright.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
It should have said copyright to the original owner at the end. I have notes. That was fantastic. Like, fuck out of here.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here
Did
by
it.
the red and blue door.
I got 12.
This memory is the most
I'm
distinct
twice
clear in my mind.
the gamer
Perhaps
you'll ever
because
be.
It was the one that happened more recently than all the
Why do they
others.
all have to be...
Who can truly say
so
how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh, it doesn't... Like... It's perfect. You are in the present. I'm always in the present.
And then there was no more. because we've caught up
God
with the
damn,
present
how long
moment.
does it take to make this in a
Nothing left
game?
to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh man.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to
does
move
refer to
on.
you as the
Stop
third
the
bucket
loading
now.
screen.
Nice.
Isn't there some way we can stay here,
In the
keep
sixth
enjoying
bucket
these
now.
figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction.
Oh,
See how
stop
that feels.
bullying me. Alright. You know what? Why not? Third time's the charm.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors.
Gimme.
I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
So do I. I'm tripling the
And
number.
here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
I don't own this. Credit to the original owner.
I love that video.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room.
Yay.
A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down.
Yay.
If there had been any kind
Trap
of
me,
reward
Daddy.
for
Trap
finding
me in the
all of these,
bathroom
we
again.
really would have muted the intrinsic
Nothing we
joy
do
of it.
matters.
I'm very glad
We're
we
all just
resisted the
products.
temptation. Next one.
What happens if I go this way? Nothing.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful
Will it
thing.
still do this
Why
in
does
this
anyone
order?
not
Because I feel like this
believe it?
might have been the
Keep
actual
going.
order that I picked them all up in. But what if I hadn't have found... What if I grabbed that one
This is
second?
the very first one we found.
The last
in
one,
the
I mean.
exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlerine.
3 times.
I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Why are you bullying me? Ooh, we're back. This might be my favorite part of the game, was the Stanley Parable 2 convention hall.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't the
It's
master of all the
terrible
settings,
new
and I've run out of
concept that we
jumps.
were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare. Oh yes, the 2 doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Fuck you, damn it.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Correct.
Is there anything else? Was there
Business,
something that
business,
came
business.
before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
What was before my... No!
Yes,
Are we...
I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would
Holy
make the
shit.
decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
Me.
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself.
Please
I
do.
don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's
The
go
Stanley
back
prequel.
just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very
Like,
much.
for real, for good?
Okay, here we go.
What's happening?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, just reset. Right? I don't know what's real anymore. I feel like this is just some sort of social experiment to see how long I can just keep yutzing around.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, how do I do the Broom Closet ending?
Okay.
Blaze it. It's my favorite sexual position.
So, exiting Stanley's office,
Mhm.
2 doors, pick the one on the left.
Okay. Do I need the bucket?
Unclear, I don't think so. Doesn't mention it.
So, take the door on the left.
Yep.
Okay.
When Stanley
After
came to a
leaving the
set of
meeting
2
room,
open
enter
doors,
the
he
broom
entered the door on
closet.
his left.
I've done that, though. I got stickers for my bucket.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Do I leave the Broom Closet?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh,
Do I just chill in here?
yeah.
He's yelled at me once already.
It was
Yep.
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Okay.
He
will
wasn't even
stop
doing
narrating
anything.
eventually.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Just swear. I don't know why. Abbreviation for profanity, like, bothers me.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yep.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm
just
genuinely
hanging out.
confused.
Just chilling. I don't know, the wrenches look pretty good. And the duct
You
tape
do
almost looks like
realize
toilet
there's no
paper. That's
choice or
funny to me.
anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say,
Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
Toilet paper. Like a big, like,
Stanley was
you only have to,
fat
like,
and ugly
replace,
and
like, a
really
public
stupid.
bathroom spool of
He
toilet
probably
paper.
only got the job because of a family connection. That's
You
how
can't relate to
stupid
this,
he
check your
is.
priv.
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Hell yeah. Woo, I'm gonna make my own parable with blackjack and hookers.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got
You
to the
threatening
broom
me?
closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any
Joke's
number
on
of
you.
countless
This is a
common
PlayStation.
physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Do I just keep staying in here? He's proclaimed me dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out at what point you leave. I think you're good.
So I don't have to stay in here? Because I don't want to have to do this again if I did something wrong.
He will wait silently until this is done. When Stanley leaves the broom closet. Yeah, I think you can leave now.
I can leave?
Yep.
How sure are you? Is that it? What does it say to do?
When Stanley leaves the broom closet, like, it just says, he calls out to any nearby people to remove the player's dead body from the computer and suggests a second player take their place. He will wait silently until this is done. When Stanley leaves the broom closet is the next sentence.
Ah, second
Okay.
player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any
Yeah,
worse
once
than
it
the
shows up
person
in
who
the
came
community.
before you.
I just keep going.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
Do I listen to
his
him or not?
boss's office.
So I can go up to the boss's office or go down the stairs.
You can re-enter the broom closet if you want.
I can't now. It's
Oh.
the door's locked. Was that it?
Yep.
So that's not even an ending. There is no broom closet ending.
No, you can keep playing. It's not technically an ending, but people seek it out as one.
Can we just call it the broom closet Easter egg? Something.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once
Y'all
again
are a bunch of
stunned to
liars.
discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth. Stanley was
There we
in
go.
such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Also calling it... Jesus Christ. Calling it the broom closet ending when that's what the game tells you to do defeats the whole purpose of the game, so I will not refer to it as
Feeling
that.
soothed
Because it
and
literally tells you to
rejuvenated,
just call it,
Stanley
or implies
calmly
that you should
walked
call it that.
forward into the opened passageway.
Oh my god, hello? Isn't there a reality? No, it's in one of the side rooms, isn't it? Where there's like a painting of a panda at gunpoint.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
I'm gonna
Mind Control
Turn
Facility.
on the mind control and see what that does. Beep.
The lights rose
Clap
on
on.
an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Boop. That looks like a
This
bathroom.
mind control
I need to go
facility,
potty.
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was
Nope.
this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life.
Right,
in
'cause I
someone
think I
else's
haven't done that
control?
yet.
Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another.
On.
Oh, Stanley,
I yield to the system.
just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you
Yes,
tried to take
I
control of the
choose to
machine
stay
yourself. Is
blind.
that what you
Blue
wanted?
pill.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Please,
You were
I'll just watch
supposed
The
to
Big Bang
go,
Theory for the rest of
turn
my
the controls
life.
off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
No.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
You want me to spit on
damaging
you?
the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Cool. Thank you,
Now
too.
this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
So wait, what does it
More
want me
time
to do?
to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Oh, cool.
I erased them. I turned off
Whoa.
the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground,
Oh, shit.
swallowing everyone inside.
Okay, so this is
or
how I
I
get to that.
to a crisp.
Okay, I tried to do this
Say this,
once.
though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control
It's not
wrested
gonna
away
work,
from
is
you,
it?
it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
Yeah, I'm just...
My goodness.
I'm just a
only
pawn in your
34
sick...
seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Did I do it?
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
What else was I supposed to do?
Dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yes.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yeah.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button.
I know, I'm
screen
scum.
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's
Shit.
a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Fuck.
To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
Jesus.
It's a tragedy.
Okay.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
What?
Take
Oh,
a look at
no.
the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Okay.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending.
That's fair.
Just you being blown to pieces. Will
Yep.
you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
Nothing I do matters.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
I deserve that. I get it. I'm the joke. I get it. I get it. We live in a society, and I'm part of that society. I get it. I get it. I'll pay my taxes. I'll consume. I'll be so good.
You give to society by rocking.
I, for one, welcome our new
I can't
overlords.
wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
Oh, we're continuing, are we? Hello? Input received.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
Yes,
door on his left.
the door is good. I love the door.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I need more guidance.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Never. Oh, I thought there was something down there. I don't really have a goal anymore. Like, I'm so fucking confused.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah,
Correct.
blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons.
Oh my God.
Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill
Oh, I'm
zombies.
sorry. Am I boring you? Do you have places to be?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Do I really have to do this again?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
No, are you just repeating yourself
What
now? You were
horrible
saying different
secret did
things
this
up
place
until now.
hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to fight it?
This is the only problem I have with games like this
Now the
is
monsters
like
jumped to life. Their
it's
true
kind of the same
nature
thing when I
Each
get stressed
bore the
out in a
number of
decision-making
an employee
game,
in the building.
but now
Stanley's
it's like, oh man, if I go down the wrong
The
path, I
lives
just have
of
to
so
go
many
until I die.
individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Skip it.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused.
And that's
to
the
believe
silly
it.
thing about
He
this game
couldn't
too is
accept
like,
it.
no,
His
the first thing
own
I did
life
was
in
not do
someone
what you tell
else's
me.
Control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Wonder if there's
Stanley
something I
decided that
could
this
have actually
machinery
done
would
here.
never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's
Like, should I just do
emergency
nothing?
detonation system.
But I don't want to
In the
waste the
event that
time.
This machine is activated without proper DNA identification. Nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about
I feel like
you,
these might have been a
about
waste.
me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
Purple
screen to
too?
screen,
What?
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything,
Yeah, I
anything,
know, I'm
something
scum.
here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again.
I hate that the controller is also
And Stanley
vibrating.
died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
No.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Is there something I can do?
Your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Cause that one was confusing because like then it starts over, but his dialogue is different. He's like skipping over stuff. So it's like, is there a second part to this? And the TV just turned on its own, which is
That was weird.
kind of jarring. Ooh, it's blue.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What does it mean that
Stanley
it's
decided to go
different?
to the meeting room. Perhaps he a good bucket, a strong bucket,
Give me the
a
bucket.
humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and
No.
distinction.
Not back to the doors. So, do the changes also just fuck with me? Because if there's nothing else to do in this game, I'm just gonna
Stanley
stop
clutched
playing the
bucket
game.
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Is there something I
But
can
Stanley
do in
had
the
felt the
original
bucket
game?
calling
No,
to him,
can't stop
telling
the
him
count now.
that the employee lounge was
O-
simply the
okay,
place to
that
be.
doesn't
And here it was.
doesn't do
And the
me any
bucket
good.
turned
They were
out to be
referring to the
correct.
question
Was
you
this
asked.
no?
But that doesn't answer my
Mine.
question because it's not the
Bucket
original
was
game. This is
wrong.
the Stanley Parable 2.
Stanley
Yeah,
took the
I-
door on
and
his
somebody
left
said I had
to
no
go
clue
back
about
to the
this.
meeting room,
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Ooh. Is something safe to land on? If only I could jump. So one of the doors is open, which makes me think I can get out of here this way. I don't think this is gonna work. Nope.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
Yeah, I think
So
it's
he
mostly,
threw
like,
himself to his
obscure
death,
endings.
that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Well, is there any of them that are like, are you looking at them or anything? Is there anyone worth checking out? Because I don't want to just run in circles until the stream is of a traditional length. I guess I could just play
a
Elden
step
Ring.
through this door, Stanley thought to himself,
it's
that's
tricky
all I
'cause I
need.
don't-
If I can make it through this door, I can
don't
make
know
it
it
through
very
them
well.
all.
That's I was wondering if you had Googled it or something, because I know people can be rather unhelpful.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he
Oh,
entered
that's
the
what I
door on
want to
his
do, and
left.
it's too late now. I'm like, oh, maybe I should take the bucket. Talk to my wife. Well, I don't want to restart the game, and then now I'm not in the
This
sequel.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Have
we've
you looked
gotten off on
anything-
the wrong foot here. I'm
Do you
not
have
your
anything
enemy,
pulled
really,
up,
I'm
or-
not.
Trying to
I
find-
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
Okay.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Parents bucket endings. Let's see. Yeah, this is just like the opposite of helpful. It's just saying, are you not going to tell me how? You're just going to tell me the internet's catchy words for it? Let's see. Oh my god. Shut up. Like, God, you're more pretentious than the fucking game itself. Just tell me how to do
you're
it.
reading online?
Yeah, it's just, well, you see, it was actually a Half-Life mod. Shut the, like, it's like you told me, it's like when you look for recipes, like, for cooking chicken, and it's like, here's where I was in the morning of 9/11 and how it impacted
Yeah.
me. It's like that. It's like, shut the fuck up. I just want to know what to do. I don't care about your lukewarm takes.
Then I somehow scroll to the bottom where there's ads, and I'm like, I missed the part where it tells me how much asparagus you need.
Oh my god. It's reminiscent to the inanimate companion cube from Portal. Shut up. I'm sorry that nobody in your life wants to hear you talk about this, but like this is I'm just scrolling through, like, it's not telling me what to do yet.
Oh, here's the countdown one. Yep.
Uh-huh. And now it's doing that stupid thing it does where it's like, instead of just telling you what to do, it like turns it into a story, which is cool in like a game guide. Like, oh, like Link realized he needed to get bombs for this room. Like, I guess that was cool when I was a child reading the Nintendo Power Guide as like a storybook. But now I'm trying to get shit done.
That stands the test of time.
I feel you.
Head left at the 2 doors, then up the stairs to the boss's office.
Stanley clutched
Okay.
the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm just trying to get some different endings because I guess there's like a bunch of weird, tricky
Still
ones.
No one was here. Stanley needed the
Oh,
bucket's
fuck,
warmth
that's
and comfort
so
now more than ever.
Annoying.
Perhaps
Just
his boss's
tell me what I
office
want,
was
what I really,
coming to a
really want.
staircase.
Of course,
Stanley
speaking
and the
of
bucket
riddles
walked
online.
upstairs to the boss's office.
It's just annoying. Like it's all the pleasure of being spoken down to or talked over without even the luxury of getting to see somebody in person.
By the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down
And then, of
into
course,
an
I always
emotional
get these
dumpster
fucking
fire, if
turned
not for
around.
the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes,
Okay,
this is certainly the most logical
Oh,
explanation.
really? I have to like immediately turn around? Okay, well, I fucked it up already. I'm scum. And no matter what that button gets pressed, I thought maybe the elevator would do something different. Okay, well. Excuse me. I just want to see some different shit.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read,
I've been nervous to reset because I don't want to lose the progress I've already made. Like, I want to be able to still pick up the bucket. But we'll see if that does anything. Because I didn't even, like, want to close out of the game because I thought it was going to undo the sequel settings.
With how finicky it can be with some of these endings, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, that's...
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time
Thank
before
God.
he found the
Okay,
others.
so...
The bucket
I need to go
made
to the
Stanley
boss's
want to be a better
office.
man and a
And
better
then
doer.
it says when I
In time,
go through the
perhaps,
door,
he would
immediately
become
turn
both.
around.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
When I get to the double doors of the boss's office, immediately
Still
turn
no one was
around.
here. Stanley needed the
So I
bucket
guess
more
a lot of
to
the
help the car
endings
more than
that
ever.
are like super
Perhaps his boss's office was
elusive,
coming to a staircase.
it involves
Stanley and the
moving
bucket walked
back through the
upstairs to
doorway
boss's
before the
office.
door closes, and that like fucks with the game. So it says the double doors. I guess would be these. Okay, so
Stepping
boom.
You did it.
The doors will close and the narrator will get cut off mid-dialogue. The way ahead is now permanently locked off, so the player is forced to backtrack along the same path through the offices until they arrive at the start, where the door labeled 428 is now open. Okay, sick. So let's go see. I'm not going to keep scrolling. I don't want to see what the end is, but that's enough information. Like, fuck. I just wish there was an option to gain knowledge without somebody fucking with me or being condescending or shitty.
Or spoiling it like John F. Kennedy shakes
Yeah,
your hand.
or fucking, yeah, like spoiling the shit out of it. So 428 should now be open, it said. Which was, I'm assuming, yes, here we go. Okay. There's nothing there. I want the balloon. Am I falling? No. Oh. You are now leaving. Oh, good. We beat it. I'm the escape pod pay. I'm the master. It says 760. Okay. Alright, so we just gotta go up some stairs. We're following the emergency exit directions. 760. I don't think is going to be an issue because I don't think anything's going to be open. So, Seven. At least we're getting our steps in.
Boy howdy.
Boy howdy indeed. Hey, hey, hey. Escape pod launch bay. Okay. Sounds exactly like what I want. Did I win? Oh, it's just dark. Did I win? There we go. Hey, 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 hey. Launch me into space. I don't want to be on this planet anymore. Save the bucket. You go. I stay. No following. Oh my god. Whatever you see in space, other civilizations will know who owns that ass. It me. Take care of this world. Forget you. Go. I love, in pure Titanic fashion, there's enough room for both of us in there. I didn't consider the possibility of it being an emotional ending. Ooh, my butt. Why do chairs hurt my butt so much now? 'Cause I mean, when I'm editing and stuff, like I take a lot of breaks. Like I'll stop to like either make food or do the dishes or take out garbage, do laundry. Like, I got shit to do. So yeah, I'd say every like hour or so, like I get up to go do something else because that's just healthy. Is that just the end?
Pro gamers, they're just like us.
Apparently, no, I'm not. I think maybe I should go to a different site for more routes because it's just improved skate pod ending. What? Oh my god. Just give me something else to do. This is okay, I guess there's also... Oh! Oh no, do I not get the bucket back because I sent it to a better place than this? Also, this is different. I'm starting to just disavow when the layout is different. Because it doesn't mean anything.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Oh
open
my god, does it
doors,
want me to
he
do
entered
something?
the door on his left.
Else? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. New content. Yes, I know. It's so great. It's deluxe. It's ultra. Let's go through the yes, I did that, I did that, I did that. Well, does it want me to do something else? Because now I'm just playing the game and I don't have access to the bucket. I thought I was done.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around
Bro,
and describe every fascinating little detail
eat my
of his
ass.
ability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
What? The lift platform? What are you talking about? The lift platform. The lift platform to the right or the elevator room to the left? Like the one in the packing room with all the boxes? I don't understand.
That's not even in the options of the guide I'm on.
Yeah, the next one I'm seeing, it's like when everything's again, it's these two-parter things that start to fuck me up because I'm like, okay, I want to do something else now, and it's like, oh wait, is this still connected? This world has been connected. The yellow lift platform. Yeah, so the one to the right. Because I'm about to make a fucking choice. That's why I want clarity before I make a choice.
Apparently my actions have consequences.
Well, it's such consequences. Again, it's just it's stressful to stream. I'm sure it would just be relatively annoying playing by yourself offline. I'm assuming the only yellow lift I can think of is the one to the right. You found clarity in that? You just think I'm okay. I'll figure it out.
Perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Well, I just felt like that negated my asking for clarity.
Perhaps, but eager to get back
when you said thank you for the clarity, and I'm like, wait, I still have questions.
The yellow lift's the one on the right.
I just wanted to verify before I went through the doors, and you just said thank you for clarifying. I'm like, wait.
Incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So step off it.
Oh well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
That's a lie. I bet it's a lie. I'm gonna die. Whee!
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
That wasn't anything interesting. All I did was die. The way I have several times prior. At least this time I died in a safety square. Right, because a little caution perimeter. Nobody and nothing understands me. Alright, let's see what happens when I click on these monitors. 419.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, in the next room. But it won't. Am I not in a fresh playthrough? Jesus Christ. No, the bucket's back. It says 419 is the first, because I did it by mistake earlier. I just saw that it was on and I clicked on it, but then I didn't know that that was, oh, it just keeps going. Okay, so 419, 423. So this thing's a fucking waste of time and a liar. The third monitor requires the left door, boss's office. Okay. Oh shit, where am I? Okay. I appreciate that this site just says what's up. It's like, don't miss this, don't miss this, don't miss this. Enjoy
Stanley
what happens.
came to a set of two
Shut
open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I don't listen to you.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I can't see myself.
Feeling
Am I
a
still in
wave of
frame?
Disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
Like leaning.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase,
You're
Stanley
not looking
walked upstairs
either.
to his boss's
I'm
office.
trying to do triple duty here.
So am I. But now this one's not working. This guide's a liar. Yeah, this is the one it says to... Now it's saying to... Oh my god, I can't... Okay. You know what? You know what?
Here's the door, just go.
Hello? Okay. Have I done this too much? Well, now I can't get the next monitor I wanted to get. And then dude's like, just go. Should I reset
Stanley
then?
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm not going over this shit all over again. Should I just restart?
Yeah, probably.
I just want to see what these other endings are. Without it getting fucking spoiled for me or someone being so annoying. I bet you didn't know it was actually... Like, whatever the scrolling equivalent is of, like, pages. Like, I'm
All of his
just
coworkers
scroll,
were
like,
gone.
whole
What could it
fucking
mean?
screens
Stanley
worth of
decided to go
shit.
to the
Just
meeting
trying to get to the
room.
bottom
Perhaps
of
he had
it.
simply missed a memo.
419, 423. And then 4-3.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he
5.
couldn't find a trace of his
Yeah, that one
coworkers.
doesn't work. This one's just chilling.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it
434.
advance the story in any way.
What? Well, now everybody's lying to me. The guide says do the boss's office one next. Someone in chat said to go to 434, which is also on this list. You're all one of them, aren't you?
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Shut your mouth.
doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Unless this
Feeling a wave of
changes when you go
disbelief,
plus ultra.
Stanley decided to go up to his butt. Coming to a staircase,
Up to
Stanley
his
walked
butt.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Work. Yay! Neat. Why does it work like it does only one terminal? Whoa. What did that do? Why did I black out at the desk?
You're cutting your cheek off a little bit.
Also, why have we just given up on the boss's office? Is that it? Can you just not hit 2 terminals per loop? Let's see, because the next one is apparently allegedly 434. Who's to say? Who's to say? I'm the fool. I'm the pawn.
What? You have to kind of crouch walk.
Crouch walk to what?
At points right on the side of the chair in 434, it can be a bit finicky.
Are you talking about this from the perspective of the PC boy? I'm doing it. I'm crab walking.
I'm doing it!
I think I just need to reset. Because it wasn't letting me do... Let's see if that works. Because it didn't restart anything.
I just work here.
Man, I wish.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would
There we go. So yeah, I
Stanley
guess I just have to
needed
keep
get to the
restarting.
meeting room, and
Kind of
from then
annoying.
on, he would never be
Sounds
alone
really good.
ever
Replaces
again.
Stanley's PC in the office. This should be... Require another reset. Okay. Boop. Let's see what happens. Yay! Alright, now let's see what this does. Boop. I've input you all the way. I inputted you so deep. Hello? I'm in heaven! Or a white woman's Instagram. Uh... This is it? Just pressing buttons? This is in heaven, I'm in hell. Explain. It's it. It just says... What happened to the ones I turned off? Oh no. It never ends. I'm just pressing buttons. The buttons are good. There. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Do I do anything in here? This is so scary.
We just hang out forever.
This is... I don't like this. It looks like I'm touching clown clothing, like a clown costume. With the white with the vibrant polka dots. Feels like a 50s clown. It's gonna... Woo. Do I have to restart it? Like it won't do anything? No. Oh, they're turning back on. Oh, they're just on a timer. There's no meaning.
No new dialogue is given, even if the player brings the bucket into the setting.
That's funny. Fuck, that was weird.
That's really... The orchestration in that's really dope.
Yeah? Is that the word? It sounds like I'm being sacrificed to some sort of demon.
Yeah, that's cool.
What's another... I have to keep closing and reopening the game? Okay. What do y'all think of my game collection? Apparently there's a point to... Because it asked me a bunch of weird questions when the game crashed and I had to open it again. So... And then it asked me more questions when I booted up this time. So I guess there's something there. What time is it? Summertime? Does anyone really, truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers, starting out on a journey, never knowing what you did to my heart. Here we are. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications. But who hasn't? It's just what I do. Like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. Neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description. That's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. I didn't like that. I don't know how I feel. That, Ooh, there we go. Epilogue. Who's ready for the epilogue?
Log?
An apple log? We can't afford those apples without the donations. Epilogue. Epilogue. Many years later. Holy shit. I think this happened to me once. Right? When I kept pressing like the time skip button.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh. Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire songs. That is really pretty. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-I-N-G song. S-O-N-G. Ew. No moons. Whoa. I mean, I guess that's true. The chairs will probably outlive us. Most litter will. Ugh. I think we've finally gone insane. Ooh. From the day we arrived on this planet.
Yeah.
It's very pretty. Woo. Oh yeah, this is... Yeah. I think that's the room with the skip button.
Yep.
So I was gonna say, this doesn't... Yeah, there's the museum. You know what? As morbid as this presentation of the topic is, I guess that is something to point out, that hopefully something you created has that kind of impact that it, like, outlives you. You know? Didn't expect this to be so deep. All it said was to keep opening and closing the game until you get an epilogue option, so I'm not going off of instructions. Ooh, Park Place or Boardwalk? Oh my god, is this the person who dunked on the first one? Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, The Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... I want to see what the newspaper says. Cat dog born. Yay! The prophecy came true. Will the prophecy come true? Sonic Underground. The mother will be found. Button. Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision of the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in this press release. Review scores in video game history. Second. Oh, get in the green. Or, sorry, get on the green. My mother will not let me have green things. That's true. The Shrek snacks fiasco of the early 2000s.
Green.
Everything was green. There was like Shrek Twinkies and like Shrek cereal and Shrek pudding and all that crap. Mother would not have any of that. Ooh. Shinies. Yes, more. Oh, my life is complete. Oh, my life is complete. Oh, look at the number go up. Oh, 25. 26. Oh, baby. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, what a rush. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Hey, man, if you think about it, all of it's been new content to me, so I have nothing to compare this to. I think it's cool. It's frustrating when I'm trying to just figure out the cool shit. Whoa! Oh, no. Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. All right, Ryan Johnson. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game, something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Baby hole punch. Ooh, no, wait, hold on. Can I undo it? No. Damn it. Oh, okay, there we go. The ghoulish... Oh. I wanted the ghoulish baby, but I guess I can't do that. Baby skeleton. The Stanley Parable 3, baby skeleton. It's absurd. I love it. This is starting to give me like weird, like Undertale Deltarune.
Someone was saying earlier, actually a few folks were saying that narrator gives Flowey vibes, and I was like, I could see it.
Flowey was the devil. The narrator was just doing a job.
Flowey has a job.
Yeah, being Satan's flowers. Every time we restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Oh shit, what do I do? Like it? Let's do it? Don't do it.
What pays more?
I don't think anything's paying anything. You know what? No one's donated in this stream. I need to make money. We're gonna
Burn the game down.
Yeah, we're gonna sell the game out. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken trophy, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know now. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. All right, there. The trophy machine is all fixed. You see? I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Kiss. Please enter the current time. 9:07. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. That was cool as hell. I don't know why I really enjoyed that. Did the trophy machine really... Oh my god. The Stanley Parable 3. Baby skeleton. The... I wonder... How did I get to... Do I just need to find the new content door again? Because I didn't find it after completing it. Will it reveal itself to me?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
How do I get back to
Stanley
the...
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The expo. New content. Fuck yeah. Yes. Oh, God bless. It's not going to really work. I don't think it's really going to work. Whee!
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Hello?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever The Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, we're just redoing that. Okay.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover.
The Red
with a
2
fully
still cracks
fledged
me
sequel.
up.
An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
New feature.
Now, to be
Fucking
clear,
that
I haven't
Netflix
quite
2
nailed down what
wallpaper.
exactly the Stanley Parable
Like that looks
2
like the
is going to
Netflix
be.
shit, but
let's
it's a
take look
2
at some
instead of
the
an M.
features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh my god, please. I can't truly commit to wanting it to work or not wanting it to work. I haven't decided yet. New and easy trophy.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be... As you can see, the machine
I did it.
isn't working yet since... Wait.
I'm the greatest gamer
What the hell is going
of
on?
all time.
You got the trophy?
Yeah.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it.
No,
I
it
swear,
was me.
it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure?
And then the narrator realizes they
Yes,
too
you
are
can
also a
see
pawn.
The machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Thank you, machine. I'm the greatest. Truly, I'll be a gamer underappreciated in my time. Welcome to... Oh, God, I love... It's just so stupid.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Damn, I still don't get more jumps in the circle. Okay. What was... Can I do the settings thing yet? I'm assuming not, because I don't think I got any sort of... No. It's annoying. And then there was the hole. That's the only thing I didn't, like, do obsessively. Hear your name in the game. Fuck, where's the... Where is the new orange? Here we go. Where's the infinite hole? It's in K. I'm here. So it's... There we go. I guess I could have just kept looking for giant signs. I just don't want to make people dizzy.
That's so considerate, though.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm underappreciated in my time. Rim.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite.
Honesty in
fall.
marketing.
You can fall until the end A stunning leap forward for video game. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
What's the rush?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
Is that a
Well,
brag
infinite
if
depends
you've
on
got like a
your
deep
definition
hole?
of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature.
Like
It's more
tight,
than-
but deep?
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley.
Whee!
I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so
doing a digging
clever.
contest.
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
You know, it's
Well,
rarely
no
ever the
person
fall that kills
actually
you, it's
wants
the
to
shock
fall
of it.
Infinitely. I
Really?
figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why
God.
don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just
It's
call
like a
the
star.
hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great!
Whee!
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Whee!
Oh, for heaven! You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you
Ew.
like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that...
Did you fill it up?
difficult.
Despite
Well, I
me?
suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting
Who's
to
chain
think
smoking in the
it's no
hole?
longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep,
It's a different
even by the
time.
lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Oh my god.
Shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point.
Nah, it's just a dip.
It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're
I
obsessed
can't
with
jump.
holes, but at this
I'm
depth,
stuck.
I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
Hmm.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
Well, I mean, I really don't have
Oh
an
no, am I stuck here because I
explanation.
used up all my
Just a
jumps?
moment ago. Try it
Probably.
again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
No!
Prepare to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take
God
care,
damn.
Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Okay. Unless somebody could think of another cool ending or something to check out, I'd say this is a good place to stop it. Like, I don't want to beat a dead horse.
A dead horse and a hearse.
A dead hearse. Why is there suspenseful music? Oh my god, I'm going back down.
Oh my god, Bill's stuck inside the narrator's hole.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what's happening? Jesus, this is amazing. Now it's like a fun platformer. It just changes the fucking... What? Made it not even go down anymore. The journey to the center of the earth. Puppies! Oh no, I'm hurting the puppies. There we go. No.
It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley.
That was amazing.
Just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the whole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Is it just gonna keep... Oh, that was it. That was awesome. I think that's, that might be my favorite ending.
That was art school.
Art school wishes. Art school doesn't teach you how to do that kind of shit.
Dissociating, maybe.
Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Can I just go back... Just back in the hole?
Can I live there, please?
It won't... I can't go back to the hole? Well, this is horseshit. I want my money back. Yeah, unless anybody can think of something else to do, I think that's a pretty great place to end it.
That changed my life.
Yeah. I think that's a solid spot to end it, honestly.
Too. It's still a 2.5-hour stream. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Got to see some cool endings.
Yeah. Here, begin the game again. Well, we talk about it in outro. We'll see what happens when you don't move at the beginning. It's fun, I guess. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. This was definitely an interesting game. Certainly bizarre. Weirdly enough, I feel like it kind of shifts the perspective a bit to have not played it at all prior, but you get the gist of it really fast, and I think it was kind of fun to kind of explore it in that way. Because until it started, like, insulting me for buying the game and expecting things to happen from it, it was interesting to kind of see that perspective. And I talked about it last time, and it's like, it's something that's, it's really hard for me to consider or wrap my brain around too much, because in my mind, you've been a success. But like I also said in the first stream, like, people would also say that about me, but I mean, there's no sustainability from where I'm at right now, but it's still interesting to see some of the points that were brought up. And I enjoyed having the lens until it became about giving me shit for the things I do and don't do in this game that I spent $20 on, or 28 after. It was like 25, and then like the tax was like another $2 or something, so like 27 and change. Until it felt like it was the first layer of it, especially the DLC, or not DLC, the new content, the deluxe content. It didn't feel like it was talking about me at first, so it was like interesting to kind of like feel like I was kind of literally, like you do in the museum, kind of visiting somebody's mind and experience. I liked that. And then when it starts to like dunk on me for how I play or don't play the game, I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Wait a second.
Hold on a minute. So it was interesting kind of getting that perspective. But I like the humor in it, especially the meta humor, especially when it like kind of jumps around, you know, marketing, franchise, things like that. What do you do with success? You capitalize on it. You quadruple down, make it a series, make it a franchise. That was really interesting. And you know, some of it was kind of rougher, I think, from my personal experience than if I didn't make content or was playing this on my own. Kind of that Bo Burnham Inside kind of effect, where it's like, oh man, I was really hoping for some kind of solution to these feelings as someone who struggles to sustain at making something entertaining for people. There's a part of me that hopes for a solution or a anecdotal response to the banal, I don't know if I'm saying it was banal, whatever that word is, that benign feeling of commercial and critical success, but then also the negative the negative comments, the negative reviews still impacting you in a heavy way. And I was like, damn, I was really hoping for more of a there's a solution around this kind of feeling, and I don't think I'd be searching for that if I wasn't experiencing it personally every fucking day. So I want to also give this game that bit of credibility, just like I did when I did a video about Bo Burnham's Inside, where it's like that kind of feeling of like, wow, this definitely hits different, and I want to acknowledge that about my experiences, you know? So like, when I say I find that lacking, it's because I myself am searching for a solution or a supportive voice other than fucking deal with this, because it starts to hit too close to that. well, it's the internet. And it's like, that's no excuse for us to not be kind or civilized, or, you know, nobody appreciating the free content that costs you nothing but time, or like that frustrating feeling, you know, like, you know, so I always want to give it that kind of consideration. That's not okay. Well, we tried to look at chat. Cuz it's I don't know. It's a weird thing to sit there and be like, you know, kind of look at the meta commentary, and like that stuff's like really fun, but then it also, the work to get there sometimes is so strange or bizarre. Like I'm glad I looked up a vague guide, cuz it would never have occurred to me to keep like turning the game on and off. Maybe walking backwards through a door would have happened eventually out of frustration, but then I wouldn't be in the right headspace to note, oh, that's something I could do more of. But I also, it's strange. I'm still trying to kind of wrap my mind around the bucket, because again, that lens of I'm creating, and I still can't sustain myself on this. So the negativity there, it's like, oh man, like that hits me different. But then it feels like the bucket is almost there. It's like this weird simultaneous like amalgamation of a joke and an apology at the same time. But that apology feels more like a sorry that this type of weird meta, not a narrative, stresses you out. And it's weird to me because it almost feels like because that bucket, it was so funny and different and silly, and then adding stickers to it, it almost became like this game's like Baby Groot kind of phenomenon. But Baby Groot's obviously a lot more calculated. I'm trying to think of a good example of like this became like, ironically, as you're doing this weird meta narrative, it feels like something to sell, you know, like suddenly there's this feels like something you could Funko Popify in a sense, which I kind of took that as what the collectibles were, like vinyl figurines and stuff.
Yeah, at the end of the day, what is it other than all the same fucking thing?
I know, so it was like very strange to see like the direct meta commentary level of that kind of marketing and merchandising and that kind of stuff, and then also kind of doing it, but then it was like almost like insulting me for taking the bucket with me or needing the bucket. And I'm like, I just thought it was kind of fun. So it's hard to kind of break that down, because it's weird. Like without knowing the original game, I just went, oh cool, a bucket now, this must, and it does, like it activates other things, but it almost turned the bucket into like a negative, like really fast.
No matter how much you call it your own, personalize it with stickers, at the end of the day, it's the same thing.
It's the same, yeah, it's yeah. It's like, do you even know what a bucket is? Why are you carrying this bucket around? Like, it makes you question everything about it. And it was really interesting, and I feel like maybe I would have fallen into that headspace easier if I had played the game before this, but what are you gonna do? I can't time travel, to my knowledge.
Not yet.
No. So it was interesting seeing that, and how it's like, this means nothing. You're assigning meaning to it, but then also letting you assign meaning to it.
And then making fun of you for it.
And then, yeah, and then giving you shit for it. It was very strange. Like, sometimes it felt very, like, I wouldn't call it hostile or aggressive, but it felt a little pointy,
Yeah.
or more sharpened at times. And I'm like, maybe, and again, I can't imagine this took a short amount of time to make or port or do, right? But it's like, you know, after everything that's happened in the last couple of years globally, I'm like, there's a lot of universal pain right now. Let somebody hang on to a fucking bucket if that's what brings you joy. I mean, shit. so much has changed since I first played this game Monday evening. Like, just a lot of stuff going on, and I'm like, maybe I'd enjoy that discussion or that negative take on that type of writing or consumer to product relationship. Maybe I would feel differently about that pre-pan, you know, because that shit's like, it's still going on.
Yeah.
And it's something I've thought about a lot, where it's like, I wonder how many people don't find me that same level of comforting because you found me through all this. So I'm wondering if in some level maybe I'm associated, or I associate content creating with a lot of pain, because a lot of pain has happened as this started to pick up. Like, just weird things that I think about lately. And again, that's a unique perspective to have. But I liked taking the time to like kind of thinking about those things. But it also, I don't know, puts me in a weird headspace, because I'm like, I like that kind of joke, and like I would buy the 427 with the red 2. I would buy that shirt if I was like a big fan of these games, and like they did that as a joke for this, or the Stanley Parable 2, right? I would think that's funny, and I would buy it because the joke is funny to me. And then it felt almost like then there was an assumption of no one would be in on the joke with the narrator or with the game. And it just felt kind of more and more self-isolating, and it started to make me feel kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I liked the weird puzzle, not puzzle kind of feel of it. I still feel like, even though this is supposed to be a game where nothing you do essentially matters, I still felt a weird sense of accomplishment when like something would change, or I figured something out, or oh, I want to go back and see what the other path does. Like, that was still interesting to me. But then it felt like I was getting dunked on by the game for thinking that was interesting. And it's like, maybe this joke plays better on Steam, because like I said, I spent like almost $30 on this. Like I said, it was like 27 and change after tax. I'm like, I'm gonna explore and see what else there is, and I'm trying to make a fun stream for people too, which again changes the whole context of any game. Once you stream it, it becomes a different experience. That like, oh, I bet you're sitting there alone. It's like, there's a couple other people watching. So again, it's a unique or different perspective, but it made me kind of like, I kind of bounced around from like sad to funny joke. That whole thing was great. I loved the shifting, change yourself, change your reality, change your perspective. I loved that. It was just fun and silly, and then it was just kind of a daydream. Who knows? Maybe there's more little things like that hidden in or sprinkled throughout. I don't know. But it's weird. Like, it feels like it's almost like sure, like dunking on me for playing the game, or dunking on people who liked the game, as well as those who went out of their way to like shit on it or something. But I don't know, it just kind of left me feeling kind of sad. And then also with this weird feeling of like, are you trying to get me to like never play a game ever again? Or you're comparing yourself to other games, which I thought was really interesting, because it's like, oh no, an open world. Oh, do you really want to just play car soccer? Like, I like those jokes, but then it felt like, again, either it's shitting on somebody liking those things, or it's judging itself for not being those things. So it's like, why are you comparing yourself? And it felt almost like I needed to like reassure the game before it lashed out at me again. It was very strange.
Yeah.
But it was unique and interesting, and you know, like I said, I enjoyed exploring it. I enjoyed those little moments where, like, you know, the narrator's out to get me. The narrator's so in control that it's scary, and then other times the narrator would get scared because the narrator's also not in control. And that hidden trophy machine working, I think, was that final moment where the narrator kind of realized, I'm just like Stanley, if we're going into this meta-contextual layer of it all. I too am a script. I too am being controlled. I too get reset. I too have a tree of realities where if you go through the left door, I say you went through the left door. Like, the narrator's not in control either, but in most aspects seems to believe that it is. And I like stuff like that, and I'm hoping somewhere hidden in this labyrinth of a game and its trial and errors and it's backing through the doors and escape pods and stuff. I hope it I guess I can do the escape pod ending without the bucket and see what that does real quick.
All of his co-workers
But
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
I hope there's more of
Perhaps
that
he had
hidden
simply missed
somewhere.
a memo.
But it's strange. I'm also
When Stanley
glad
came
that
to
this
a
was
set
my
of
first
2 open
experience
doors, he entered
with the
door
Stanley
and
Parable, because the Ultra Deluxe stuff was my favorite stuff. The con thing, like that
Yet
whole
there was not a
expo
single
hall,
person here either.
like, was some of my
Filled with
favorite
disbelief, Stanley decided
stuff.
to go up to his boss's coming
So
to
right, I need to go to the
Stanley walked
boss's
upstairs
office
to
and
his
then
boss's
back through the
office.
double doors, right? So you can see what that does real quick.
Stanley
Haha! Fight the system, children. Ugh, there we go. That tripped me up for a second. But I hope there's more like weird, like cerebral moments for. Oh my god. Messing with the narrator. I wish there was a little more of that, or maybe I just haven't found those. Let's see. All right, I forgot I have to walk in a circle square for a couple of minutes. Which stuff like that, it's like just those weird extra steps that it like puts out in front of you, and then it's like, haha, why would you walk up steps several times? And it's like, because you put them there. I guess you're right. Like, I could always just put the game down and do something else, but also, I don't know. You're welcome. Like, you made something that other people found entertaining, and then word of mouth got it to me, and I'm like, that does sound kind of entertaining. I'll spend the money to check that out. Like, sometimes that meta stuff comes across again as like kind of like aggressive and hostile doesn't sound like the right word, but just like just I almost said spiteful, but that also sounds too aggressive.
It's loaded.
Just loaded or bitter, and it's just like, I don't know. I hope, whatever it is you're going through, hope you're doing all right, but also end of the day, like, hope you can at least find solace in you made a thing that people, if not enjoyed, checked out. I know success is defined by an individual, but like, people talked about your thing and checked it out, and unless something awful happened, you made some money off of it and an impact. Like, you get to ideally, pay off a debt, pay your rent, buy a thing. That was it. It didn't do anything. That's lame. At least I got a dramatic bucket escape pod. Didn't do anything. But I still liked it. It just, I don't know, it's made me sad sometimes, and it's like, I don't know. Baby skeleton. Car. Well, oh, my back and my booty. I think we're gonna call it there for the night. I guess I'd rather end the stream early than, like I said, just run the horse into the ground. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted that, like, initial Stanley. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, too late now. I'm assuming he just gets mad. But, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out. God, I'll probably be taking this upcoming Monday off. I guess it just depends on how far I get into editing and stuff. Because I got Amphibia kind of backwards. I thought the 45-minute finale was next week. This weekend. And it's dropping, later than normal. At least traditionally. It might still be available how I watch it. Like normal, we'll see. But if I can get ahead of everything on time, then we'll stream on Monday. If not, I might just take Monday off so I can get that done. Cause I literally just caught up on Amphibia yesterday. Still making the big season 3B video happen. I don't know why. Maybe it did change, but I thought I saw that it was like, you know, 2 episodes and then the final, but it's like one big one this weekend, so that'll be interesting. And I'm doing the Owl House on the weekends and just trying to think of other stuff to do for the summer. But I think, God, the Disney double dipping really boned me as far as, like, my schedule and stuff, and nobody really watches the Amphibia videos, so I had to kind of prioritize my sleep and health over, you know, videos that people weren't clicking on to begin with, and then based on arguments that would break out between people in the comments, wasn't really doing much on a positive note. So I'll be doing a big Amphibia Season 3B video when the show ends, and then still doing Owl House week by week. And then I'll be doing a thoughts on the show video after that. I don't really know what I'm gonna do when the Owl House is on its Will Be Kind and Say hiatus, but it's a long transition from a traditional structure to 3 TV movies. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but look forward to those. Go check out some videos, smash the likes, go peruse, make sure the bell is rung and the settings are set to all. It's weird. I get a lot of comments where people are like, why aren't you doing this? And I'm like, I did, or it didn't get a lot of views or comments or attention or likes, so I had to kind of move on. So I don't know. If you want something, watch the video, share it, like it, leave comments, things like that. Yeah. Doing my best and figuring stuff out. Like I said, if I end up needing to take Monday night to like focus more on stuff, that I might take Monday off for streaming. I'll probably put up a poll in the community tab over the weekend for the next game. I'm kind of leaning towards Shadow of the Colossus. Sounds fun. Or looking for something spooky. I know the Quarry's dropping in June and I want to check that out. So that might just have to be my spooky fix if I can't find something before then. Oh, I also have Superliminal, which I don't know if that's similar to this or what. But I haven't played it, but I picked it up a while ago and forgot about it. And then I found it because it's next to the Stanley Parable in my library boy thing. So be on the lookout for stuff. Smash the like, ring the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget, just like every video and every stream, there's a link in the description to a card that'll send you to resources for social awareness and education, mental health crisis lines, things like that. Should you or someone, need them. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Like I said, it's gonna be a bit of a weird week for streaming, but I'm hoping to, if I need to take a day off, it would probably be Monday, just so I can be as prepared as possible for the following weekend, where Amphibia is ending, and I'm doing Owl House week by week. It's such ass. I don't like taking time off in June because that's when I do Trevor Project fundraisers and stuff with like streams and AdSense and all that. So I feel guilty taking a week off in June, but I might just have to, because it's just, this whole thing's just been so much. Like, I don't sleep, or maybe I'll take like a 30-minute nap between waking up Friday morning and uploading a video Saturday evening. Because it's got to get out. If I take my time and upload a little later, it just doesn't get attention, it doesn't get views, it doesn't get clicks. So I've just been drinking coffee and Red Bull and staying awake every weekend since Owl House has been back. So I might need to take a little time, but I'm hoping once Amphibia's locked, I'll have some time to start one of the other shows that's been on my mind. So that might be fun to do. But yeah, go check out some stuff. Let me know. I don't know, it's been hard to kind of gauge where my focus should be if I'm going off of like views and stuff, and it's hard not to focus on those kind of things, watch time, likes, and things like that, because like this is shifted to an income-based focus as opposed to just let's just do what sounds neat and fun. So it's been hard for me these last couple of years to kind of like transition into that and let go and trust and have fun. So I'm working on that for me, but it's just been a weird time. And like Disney's done a lot of stupid things forever and also recently, but like just announcing out of nowhere that both of them are dropping back to back same weekends, and it's not the summer. I'm like, dude, are you like allergic to money and common sense? Like, because I won't lie, that's a little part of it for me, is I'm like, I wonder if we would just be getting a little more love right now if this shit was dropping in the summer like last year. That could be part of it. I don't know. Maybe the algorithms don't like me. Maybe people don't like the title of trying to stand. Maybe that's been turning people off and stuff. Who knows? But hoping things improve soon. Because I hinted at it earlier, I will say details on the merch should be happening soon. There's a couple things I need to like make sure it's working right and set up correctly and finalized and all that, but details on that should be soon. Everyone, I wasn't looking at chat, but if anyone said anything nice, thank you. And if somebody said something mean, you're just in my head. Fuck you. That's been a really hard like thing to process. It's like, who the fuck are you making this and charging people money and putting your face on a thing and blah, like that's been such a conflict in my brain. And then once I get through that part of it, it's like, this is dumb, no one will think it's cool, and then that's a whole other thing. And realizing how lame my taste in merch and clothes are and stuff is a whole other thing. In between those nuggets of panic and stress, it's been really fun and interesting to do it. The people who are working with me have been really patient, because they contacted me right as Alana had a major loss in her family, and my dad was diagnosed with his cancer situation, and the surgery that had to happen, and the recovery, and then the good news there, and then the bad news in a different part of the body and biological bullshittery. So a lot of ups and downs with that. right as they were like, hey man, like, you want to do some stuff? And I'm like, shit, I shouldn't ignore you, but also, fuck. So they've been like really patient, because originally my plan was to get this done in March around my birthday, and now here we are in May, and I'm like, it's almost done. So I appreciate that. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. And like I said, if no stream on Monday, it's because I'm working out a bunch of shit. But there should be one on Thursday, because I like it doing something live before I just give my body to the night. Like, I sleep in as best as my body will let me on Friday, and then I just don't sleep again until like the Owl House video is up, and even then I'm usually still so jittery from all the caffeine I've had that I don't fall asleep for several hours after that. But I try. But it's nice to do a stream before doing that. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Smash that like on your way out. If you're watching this in the future, hello from the past. Leave a comment. Anything I say makes sense, sound cool, a game I brought up that piques your interest. And yeah. Thank you again to Alana for modding, as always.
Yeah.
She takes time on top of her full-time career and job and her life to do this, so I appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Yeah. See you see you if not Monday, next Thursday. I hope to see you over the weekend for the Owl House. And then the Amphibia videos, when those happen. I got that all screwed up, but I'm almost caught up anyway. And yeah, be safe, be mindful of others. Oh, follow me on social media. I keep forgetting to say that. Please, at thethirdbill, just about everywhere. Be safe, be mindful of others. Wear a mask if you choose to go out. Remember to take care of yourselves, please.